All right. And what will you do with Captain Gage?
Oh, I forgot about him as Elvan. I just forgot about him.
I still keep suggesting the best solution would be to bring him to a jail facility. Just there must be something like that as Dolph. I think this city is kind of messed up.
So Sylrius is in charge.
Yeah, so
Yep.
The what I was thinking is that Cage is a kind of discreetly going away without anyone really paying attention as we are contemplating what to do next. Thinking
I'm sorry.
that's how I see it. But I said the way I see what's going on with Cage is that he's just slipping away without asking for our opinion or anything, just like
Well, Ianmar has
just
his hand on
fading.
Gage. Ianmar's not going to let Gage go anywhere.
Okay.
But is there anything particular you want to do or arrange for him or anything? I'm just asking. I mean, I don't have anything in mind particularly.
No, he said he was sorry, so that's good.
Okay.
And he apologized and he deeply regret and he promised he will not do it again and will go back to his home country. So those were the terms of the parley, and there is no reason to doubt his good words.
Should we leave him in the custody of Captain Glover? Surely the captain can take care of him if he's tied up. Like, there's probably like some cell in his ship, which I hope is not burned down.
that could be a good idea, actually.
So with that, so all this crew that you see inside the Nimstros right now is out. So they're all left. They're all out trying to save the ship. But your old friend and chess partner, whose name I've temporarily forgotten, but he's on here somewhere.
Is it James or Jeremy?
Something like that.
Yeah.
He comes back in and gets your attention and says, "Oh, there it is, Jacob. Hold on a second.
Oh, Jacob. That's the one.
He comes back.
Oh, Jacob, back for more?
He comes back. It says he looks quite, ruffled and dirty and sooty. And he comes back in and looks at you all and says, "Well, I have good news and bad news."
Mm-hmm.
All right. Spill the bad news first.
Well, very sorry to say this, but your captain perished in the flames.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Who?
Captain
What?
Glover is dead.
Captain Glover died.
I take my head off.
He saved what he could of the ship. If it wasn't for him, she would have gone to the bottom for sure. But as it stands, the good news is the Dawncast. She's not sunk. She's certainly seen better days. Both her masts are essentially gone, especially the aft mast, and the rigging is pretty much destroyed. The sails are gone. The fire on the aft on the stern may have damaged the rudder. We're not sure. The men are looking at it, but she's going to need some work to some good love and attention to make her seaworthy again.
I'm very sad to hear that, but so who's gonna take command now? Do we know who the first mate was?
Well, almost everybody from the Dawncast died, pretty much.
Oh my.
There are a few left, I guess.
That's not great.
I don't recall who the first mate was.
I don't think.
Do you remember? I don't honestly remember. I would have guessed it was, Matt Mercer or somebody. But
I
I know
don't
he
think
died.
he had a name. Yeah.
But you know, the crew there could work it out because you have all this stranded crew who's there, and they can, you know, they've got at least from the Kincardine, they probably have a first mate amongst them, so they'll work it out amongst themselves. Is what Jacob tells you. They'll do what they can to fix the Doncaster, but really what she needs is a good shipworks.
Indeed. You guys need a shipwright. Well, good news is we're about to go up north, and we heard word that Captain Holt is somewhere up north as well, so if we stumble upon him, we'll let him know. I think he's the only captain from Cadet Masters who's left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard the same. He last we know, he was headed to Mount Aresta.
Yes, we're gonna drop in there. We're going up north as well. However, we have a luggage that we must leave here for custody. And I point at Captain Gage.
Says, I will take care of that one. No worries. And he eyes him and says, have you noticed his armor?
What about the armor?
It's a pretty fine looking suit of leathers he has there. I don't know. Seems the amount of trouble he's cost you, that might go some ways towards paying his fare. Just offering it, seeing as you guys are off into more danger.
Okay. Alvin?
I
What?
think I have seen it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it already burned.
Mr. Cage, would you mind maybe parting from your armor?
He very begrudgingly and resists it strenuously at first until Ianmar basically lifts him up and disrobes him more or less, leaving him in his skivvies, and presents you with the armor.
Oh, okay.
Since you've had, and I'm assuming you've had an overnight rest, and this is when the crew's coming back, we'll say that you have for the sake of progressing things. And I'll assume that you guys were looking over and investigating the other artifacts that you found at the docks.
Oh yeah, we had a lance or spear or something.
Yeah, the lance.
Yeah, so what you guys found is this.
And the scimitar as well, I think.
So you found, all right, so the Gage's armor is studded leather +1.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
We'll have to put this in a party treasure somewhere, and then you can decide amongst you how you will divide all of this. So you found 1 studded leather +1. You found 1 scimitar +1.
Okay, I'll write it down in the party inventory.
Okay. 1 dagger +1, and 1 pike +1. The pike is basically it's similar to a halberd. It's like a two-handed long spear kind of thing. So it's got reach. It's a reach weapon. 1d10 is its base damage, and it's reach, so you can strike with 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
1d10, you said, right, John?
Yeah, it's a pike. So if you just look it up on the standard D&D
okay.
table, you'll see it. But it just for information purposes, it's damage for the damage for a pike. Standard pike is 1d10,
yeah.
and it's +1. to hit
So
the damage.
dagger, scimitar, pike, studded leather.
Correct.
Cool.
All +1.
All
So
plus
this
ones,
is-
yes. Okay.
I would just like to say that Eleanor has her eyes on the dagger. Basically, she's just fixing her eyes on that dagger. The same.
And
Can the pike be used as a one-handed weapon? Probably not, right?
I think
I'm sorry,
it's
say it again.
two-handed.
Oh, can it be used? No, unfortunately. Oh, wow. So that's interesting. So does your green flame require a free hand to use?
Normally, yes, but I took a talent to avoid needing I have the whatever it's called, combat caster, something like that, that let me cast spells without the free hand. But I'm asking because I have a shield.
Yeah, no, it would be a two-handed weapon. So you'd get
I see,
the
see.
reach, but it would be a two-handed weapon.
Then unfortunately there is no weapon I could use of those magic ones. And anyway, I don't deserve them.
Okay. So anyway, I'll let you guys, talk about that and decide what you're going to do with those things. So Gage says, very, very annoyed, looking at you guys, eyeing and divvying up his prize saber, dagger, and armor. He says, "You petty thieving bastards. Well, that's fine. I know where there's finer instruments than that Thomas Gray was saving special, and I know where I can find it. So you go off to the north and do what you're going to do. There's one special in particular."
Oh, really? Is it by any chance a so-called beautifully crafted blade
Roll
with an
perception.
Oh my FG?
Actually, I guess you don't need to roll perception because you've got your feet that gives you like crazy perception.
Yeah.
I mean, you notice a marked reaction to him when you say that.
And then I also whip out I think that was on a piece of paper, wasn't it?
Yeah, the inventory. And
Yeah,
you notice the inventory matched
Yeah,
the
Gray's logbook.
Yeah.
I just shoved that page in his face. We're like, you mean dish?
He says, "Well, what's it going to get me if I confirm or deny?"
What an attitude!
Half the price what's written here.
Half the price what's written there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't spend what I'm not going to live to spend. I'm going to need to defend myself, and I'm going to need assured passage back on that ship there when she's put right. That's my price.
What do you guys think?
Didn't we really promise you to bring you back home? I mean, if we wanted to kill you, you would have been dead already, remember?
Yeah, but these other guys here don't seem to share your generosity. And he looks at the big furbolg that's sort of still got him by the neck.
I mean, to be honest, he's not from around here. He should be punished back in Masters. I think we should let him go back home and face trial there.
Who are you saying that to?
I'm just saying out loud.
Ian Myers is listening to this whole exchange, and he says, he'll stay with me until we're sure that he can get out and back to your own continent without ever setting foot on these shores again. And if he's ever seen here again, he will be killed without warning.
I think that's
Sounds
fair.
fair.
Isn't it, Captain Gage?
And he says, fine, but you're not going to like the answer.
Let me guess. It's down below.
Not in the manner of speaking that you're referring to necessarily. It's the blade that you're talking about was confiscated and is on the hip of one fat tiefling.
Rachel?
What?
Eh?
No, it's not you.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Does she look fat to you, Alvin?
I don't know. I'm an elf, so everything that is not elfish is fat. Well,
Fair
I
point.
tried not to be insulting, but
Actually, you're talking with a charisma 19 lady.
okay.
But she's not elfin.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
So he's nicely curved, but not what you would call fat.
Okay. I suppose human people like this type of things.
All right. And with that, Ianmar sort of grabs Gage and sort of drags him to a back room somewhere in the back.
Alright, take care now.
Don't take my spider away. I'm gonna take my spider back.
I hope Captain Gage will be a good boy until we return. Jacob, and I put my hand on his shoulder. Thank you. You also, please keep lookout here. I think you're one of the smarter ones.
That's Jacob you're talking to? Says, yeah, we'll
I
look
faith
out
in you.
for this. We're all in the same have the same goal. We've got to get that ship right and get ourselves home. But we could really use a shipwright and a shipworks to help the task. If you all are able to figure that one out, it would be a good thing.
I'm sure there will be a shipwright in town, and I give him 40 gold.
Nice.
Just 40 gold out
Thanks
of my
for that.
pocket to help the cause. I know it's not much, but this is all I have now, and where we're going, we might not come back, so make the best of it.
He says many thanks, and he goes back and heads out the door to go back to join the crew and to sort of oversee the salvage work. And he goes, waving farewell.
Alright. Everyone's ready?
I am, yes.
Alright, so do we go for the sword or do we go up north as planned? Alvin, do you want a fancy sword?
Looks nice.
Do you know exactly where the sword is? Like, where's that?
Well, I mean,
Listening.
the gentleman, well, Jacob just shared, well, not Jacob, my god. Gage just shared that it's with Sarius.
It's on a fat. To be honest, why does the gentleman wants to give us the sword again?
I don't know, so he just exchanged information because we were wondering, like, what's that fancy sword in the logbook? We found everything else in the logbook, like the old hat, the gloves, the staff. I think that's the fishing rod, the tomb, not tomb, the tome. And the only thing that we missed is this beautifully crafted blade, ancient, enchanted, possibly sentient, OMFG. And it said that the price is probably like 10,000 gold plus.
Oh.
So I don't know, we were wondering like where that was, and if we can believe Captain Gage, it might be on Sirius's side. And sentient sword does smell like, you know, maybe Sirius is being controlled through that sword, or by that sword actually. Who knows?
A sword is controlling Cyrus? It sounds
mean,
very strange.
The note says sentient, so it might. I don't know, but I mean, if you guys still want to go up north, I'm cool with that. We can come back for a sword later. It's fine.
Yes, I'm very eager to go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go then.
All right. Do we have a possibility, DM, to do some shopping, or it's we are not going to find a lot of things in the city?
I guess it depends what kind of things you're looking for. There's, you know, it's a town that's much in ruins, but there are people living there. There's some refugees, there are people. It really just depends. But certainly I think for like food and that kind of thing, no problem. Like supplies for a journey, no problem. Magic shop, probably not.
I would be looking more for some sort of survival kit that allows me to build tools from the forest, or to to try to build arrows.
You may be able to
Do you
do
think
that. Well, I
so?
don't know about the arrows. You might need a Fletcher for that. For decent arrows, you might be able to improvise something. But for basic stuff, for survival stuff, I think you'd probably be able to do that just with your own skills and
Okay.
basic
Okay.
implements like that you would have just as a ranger.
All right. Okay.
And with probably just a roll of survival or something like that to see how it goes. But that's kind of thing that you're used to doing. It's part of how you've grown up.
Understood.
Yeah. But you get together and we can say that, the party, scrounges up food and supplies and water and rations, certainly. We can say that Eleanor replenishes his oil flask supply if the party will let him. And what else? Maybe some basic herbal medicines and things like that.
Yep.
So I get another. So okay, I have 2 oils. I'll get another 7 for a total of 9 then.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
As always, 3 in my belt and 6 in my bag. And do I get that dagger again? The
Uh,
plus
so
1
you-
thingy?
if you want to, you can have the dagger. I think you're the best fit for that.
Nobody else wants it.
No, it's good.
I definitely
You
not.
can have it, yeah.
Yeah,
Am I interested in the studded leather armor, Richard?
Yeah, I'll leave it totally to you guys to decide how to divide up.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't wear an animal's hide on my body anyways.
All right. My armor is 15 at the moment. All right. So, anyone? Well, anyone that would be actually Eleanor Maxima.
Rachel, what's your weapon of
well,
choice?
it's fine. If I take the weapon, you can take the leather armor.
Okay.
It's fine.
My answer is I generally use long swords. I'm trained with them.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well,
So-
Alvin, if you want a fancy saber, go ahead.
The saber. I have a short sword. I have 2 short swords. Okay, I'll have a saber. Yes, it looks very nice. Okay. Very good. Where do I
So-
put it?
Studded leather +1 and saber +1, dagger +1. Are you leaving the pike behind?
It looks a bit awkward to carry, isn't it?
I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, if you want to take it with you, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
if
just-
nobody wants it, I can take it. But it's unlikely I will use it if it's not really necessary.
Well, who knows? We might meet someone on the road who will be able to help us. And maybe he'll
Okay,
need a
let's
weapon.
carry it for the moment.
Okay, so that will be equipped to Rachel, the armor and the scimitar to Elvin, and the dagger +1 to Eleanor.
But maybe we can try to sell the bike before leaving.
Okay. You can sell it.
You could it's again, this is sort of a town of ruins. It doesn't really have like a magic shop or anything. You're not likely to get particularly much for it.
I see. So it's better to just bring it. Okay.
If you think you might have any use for it, it probably is. But if you really, nobody thinks there's any use for it whatsoever, you could just leave it behind. It's really up to you guys.
Or maybe we
It's more like a kind of a meta play thing. Since I built the character to be a tank, I don't want to not use my shield.
Yep.
So okay, I will write it down. I will say pike +1.
Maybe we can sell it in Gralladar or some other place.
How much does it weigh?
Hold on, I can tell
Well,
you.
it's not super important, but
I can tell you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Pike weighs 18 pounds.
ooh, okay. Well, at least I'm strong.
Very strong.
Okay, I've written it. Thanks, guys. I tell you, I know there are some communities far in the north that deal in magic, so maybe we can sell it there.
Great idea, Rachel. So you hold on to it until we find a good customer.
Sure. Can I, GM? Can I fix it on my
Yes.
back?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, you can pretend that it's not there.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
So
but
you guys
I'm
don't have
not,
that much.
not really
If you end up,
proficient with longsword. Hold on.
No, it's just
It's a scimitar,
it's a
not a
scimitar.
longsword.
Scimitar.
the scimitar is a finesse weapon, so it's going to work the same as basically as a short sword. Deal.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's very
so-
good for you.
So it's a +7. Okay, I see that. Scimitar. Scimitar. Yes. Okay. Done.
So which is better, a scimitar or what was it again? Sorry, what's the
Dagger.
word?
Well, the scimitar
Rapier.
is better.
Rapier. Scimitar and
They're
rapier.
just different. They're both finesse weapons. What's the advantage of a rapier? There is something that's special.
The
about it.
rapier is 1d8, one-handed. And then the scimitar is 1d6, and two-handed
right.
is 1d8.
That's right.
Yeah, so the scimitar is two-handed. Can be two-handed.
I did not think
Wait.
it was
no.
versatile. I thought it was just.
Yeah, sorry,
finesse.
it's not versatile, yeah.
No, yeah. So it's 1d6. It's finesse. And so the difference with a scimitar is you can use it for two weapon fighting because it is finesse and light. A rapier is finesse, but it's not light, but it does heavier damage. So it's good for someone who just uses one weapon at a time.
So my question is, a pair of daggers or a pair of scimitars? Which one is better?
Scimitars?
Probably scimitars. Yeah. Dagger. The difference is you can also throw it.
Okay. So
It's also kind of about style. Personally, I think two daggers are more cool, unless you want to play Dritz, but yeah, they're weaker.
You can keep the daggers as well if you want to throw them.
Yeah, you can have both of them. Why not?
okay, so basically what I was wondering about is like the dagger +1 is just one dagger, right? Like I can't use +1. Basically, when I make two attacks with both hands, one of them will have the +1, the second one will not have it. Is correct?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So if I put the scimitar in the second hand, can I do that? One dagger in one hand, scimitar in the other.
Yeah.
You will get +1 when you use the scimitar.
If you're talking about this magic scimitar, the one that Alvin was using. Yeah.
The one that I'm holding and playing with.
It's fine. I'm just asking. I don't have. If you want it, you can take it. But so
But,
basically, I could use the dagger in one hand and the scimitar in the other hand. Is this correct?
You could. Here's the difference, though, a little bit. You don't have two weapon fighting as a feat, so you would have to use the other one as your bonus action.
Yeah.
So you would not get your dexterity bonus to the damage on that second attack as a bonus attack, only on the main attack. The difference, Elvin, for two weapon fighting, he has it as a special feat, so that he can actually fight with two weapons and one weapon in each hand. That's sort of how he's designed.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it doesn't make that big difference, and then you can have it, yeah. Because it will probably be better with the daggers if I take the dexterity in both attacks.
What is damage? 1d6 +4 slashing.
1d6 + 1. Plus
1d6
whatever your own damage is, whatever your own modifier is.
Yeah, you even have +1 to hit now with that scimitar.
Okay, so that's 1d6 plus what's my shit?
Your dexterity.
Yeah, that should be dexterity. That's a lot.
Yeah, you had your not the full dexterity, the bonus from it.
Okay. Understood. My goodness.
And maybe you're proficient with it, so you get the proficiency bonus as well.
No, you don't.
No, it's not proficient.
Only to hit, not to the damage.
That's dexterity +4. Not bad.
Oops, sorry.
Well,
I turned your thing off. I was looking at your character sheet and I closed your page. There you go. Sorry about that. I forget these things are like connected to each other.
Yeah, it feels awkward when I'm checking some characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in the Shadowrun there are like 6 pages, so I keep flipping them and they're like, "What are you doing, GM?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just need to add the where you see the damage down there. You've got 2 check marks. One's attack, and you already have the Dex +1. Then for damage, you do the same thing: 1d6 plus Dex +1. So you need to add the +1.
There he is. Super Elbon.
Let me make that
Yes,
change. For you.
I'm playing with the sword at the moment.
Scimitar +8.
Let me make that change for you for you, Gil.
Yeah,
It's +1 there. Okay, that's you. Did you do your armor? Are you taking the armor?
No, not yet.
All right, let's go to Eleanor. Eleanor, where's your character sheet? So you are adding dagger plus. Oh, did you put it there? Okay, is that it, or is that just a regular dagger?
No,
I
I
guess you have
put
another
I
dagger.
put +1 to the current the daggers that I had. So maybe I just put another normal daggers in.
Yeah, you can put another. Actually, I think there is a way to add a magical dagger, but you can add a regular dagger and then edit it, or I can help you edit it to add the +1s too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just change the name. So this will be magic dagger. So this is the one that has a +7 now. There's a +1, and I'll just add a normal dagger,
Yeah, exactly.
which will
Exactly.
be
Because you wanted to have 2, because in case you throw them, you'll have 2 to throw now instead of just 1.
okay. Dexterity and
You
proficiency.
could do, though, just so you know, you can do a rapier in one hand and a dagger in the other hand. That's kind of a classical 2-handed fighting thing, but just one, because you don't have the 2-weapon fighting. One, you don't, whichever one you choose does not get the your dexterity bonus for the damage. It does for the hit, but not for the damage.
Sorry, did you mean the rapier and dagger?
Rapier and dagger.
Yeah, rapier is not light, unfortunately.
Oh, it's not light.
It
Oh,
should
that's
be.
No,
right.
it's a scimitar, not the rapier.
Yes,
It was a
scimitar is
dagger
light,
and the
yeah.
You're right. That's right.
I think they made the rapier more not like for rogue,
Yeah, unfortunately.
but like for dexterity-based martial classes.
Yeah.
It makes
Well,
sense.
yeah.
It's kind of like a 18th century knight. I picture him with a rapier personally.
But I guess it depends on the build of the rogue. Because if you build a 2-handed fighting rogue, I'd agree with you. But for a 1-handed fighting rogue, it's no difference because it's just a dexterity-based,
Oh, I see.
right, fighter. So rapier's actually going to be better for that kind of a rogue, I think. I mean, that's much my opinion.
Rapier is
I
coolest
have
if
the
you want to
rapier.
play D'Artagnan.
Yes.
I already have the rapier. So
Yeah, that's good.
okay.
Okey-dokey.
Why does it? I'm not sure. Why does it keep changing? 1d4. Oh, wow. Okay, I see. This is okay. Yeah.
There.
DM, you can check my sheet now. Tell me if it's correct.
Okay, let me check it. So what do you got here? I see the rapier, short bow, dagger. I don't see the dagger here. Doesn't seem to. Let me edit this. I think what you've got to do is you got to add another one here.
I added the last one. It's a new one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did it in your inventory, or you did it in your attack actions?
Under my weapon.
Okay, yeah. So what you need to do is add it in the attack section as well.
Okay.
Right above your inventory, it says attacks and spellcasting, and that's what you click when you actually attack.
Okay. Spells in the spells page.
No. Core page.
Okay.
Right dead center, you've got rapier.
Yeah.
Your attack is like plus. It's so small I can't read it. I think it says +6, short bow +6, and then dagger +6.
No, there is a magic dagger also between the short bow and the dagger. Oh, you can't see it? Maybe I need to.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you need to close it out.
Maybe I need to close it. Okay, I'm gonna close the page. And okay, I closed it.
Are you editing this? Maybe you're editing a different, because there's a couple of character sheets in there for you. Maybe you're editing. Are you editing?
It's level 5. It says Eleanor level 5.
That's so weird. Maybe I need to log out and log back in to get it. I'm not seeing it for whatever reason. But it sounds like you did it right. Okay. All right. And that is it. So, All right, so I can't think of anything else that you guys need to do if you're ready to go. It's unless you guys want to do anything else or can think of something else.
Yes, I want to say goodbye to the people we freed in a few
Yes.
sessions ago.
And as you're doing that, sorry, Marigold, Wildflower, the injured fairy comes over to you and Elvin and just says, "I just had to say thank you for my people. I know that you are a great hero and care about us, and it was you who found us in that room locked away, and we would certainly be on a ship on a way to horrors that I can't imagine if it was not for you, Sir Elvin. Thank you very much."
Oh, don't mention, don't mention. It's my pleasure to take care of people like you, to defend the innocent.
She bows and she turns and says, "I must go and check on the rest of the refugees and make sure everyone is doing okay.
Please, everyone, stay safe."
Thanks you." She thanks everybody else, and then she heads down the stairs. And Forbolg follows unless somebody wants to talk to him about anything.
Actually, Eleanor, she just remembered something. Eleanor has a bunch of shiny coins that she found in the dungeon. The very old shiny coins she killed. When we went to the sewers and we opened the secret door, and there was a monster behind that. Eleanor found a chest with a bunch of shiny coins, and she collected like 50 shiny coins. But because they are very, very old coins, she doesn't exactly know how, like the value of these coins. So she wants to kind of like in the market just maybe show one of them to some merchants and ask them like if this thing is worth any value, like how much is it?
Sure. Rachel, why don't you give me whatever you think is the appropriate role from the ones we discussed before?
Yes, I have many actually. So let me double check. It's in my bio actually. This is for depending if it's for society or history.
History.
So it's just okay, let's try it. It's going to be hard, and I'm going to show one of my weakness. There we are.
You have absolutely no idea. So that's a pretty looking coin.
And I'm not an halfling. I'm going to keep it.
Now you miss being halfling, eh?
No, it's okay. I love halfling, but it's okay to play something different.
Also, by the way, I'm a researcher, so maybe if I have seen something similar, I could kind of estimate how much it might be worth.
You know that it is some sort of a very, very old coin, but it's definitely from this continent, not from anything you've encountered before.
This coin, this is definitely from a different world. I've never seen anything like this here. It might be cursed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It has been in my pocket for a long time, so I don't think it's cursed.
Let me think about that. Is there anybody that would? Well, I mean, you could spend a day sort of going around the town and seeing if you can find somebody. Your suspicion is you need somebody that would really be a historian to be able to identify it.
Yeah, or maybe look in the library if they have one.
There is not a library that anyone is directly aware of it. This is sort of a trade and port town, not really an academic town, but there was the only thing that comes close to that would either be the Merchants Guild where you were before, which isn't really a library, but it's it's got notes and records, and people tell you that anything else in terms of the finer, more refined things in the city would be located in Silrius's estate.
Okay. So unless I go to where Sellers is, I will not know how much this is worth. I guess is this what this means? And nobody in town knows how, like, the value of these coins, right?
Well, I guess you'd have to spend time and tell me you're going to spend, however much time in town going around looking for people. And it's possible you could encounter somebody. What I'm saying is that you suspect you need to find someone with particular knowledge. I mean, given this thing's been, buried for 1,000 years or more.
Okay, let's say I spend the morning, like I wake up early at 7, and while everybody's still sleeping, I go around maybe until 12 p.m. If I can't find anything, that's fine.
Okay, why don't you give me an investigation roll? Unless there's something else you think is more appropriate.
It's fine. Investigation is not so investigating.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll just keep them for now. Maybe when we go up north, somebody knows.
Could be.
Okay, that's all for Eleanor.
All right. Anybody else?
Well, nothing specific from myself. I'm looking forward. Maybe you know what? If we have some free times, maybe I will ask. Eleanor is not there, so I will ask either Elvan or the old guy to just go and help me buying some provisions for the trip, like food, things like that. I guess we will need it. I see that the elf doesn't look like he would like to accompany me, so I'm asking Ferbus then.
No, I'm just thinking. This is a service we'd be happy to help you. However, a service deserves payment, I think.
As I told you, maybe you didn't follow me last time, Elf. I'm looking for companions, not for... I'm not looking to lead a team of mercenaries. I heard of your heroics deeds, and I thought,
really?
yes, and I thought you were on the same line, that you would like to make a change to this world.
Okay. Fervus, what do you think?
Definitely.
Well, Alvin makes...
He looks very interesting. She looks very, very interesting. No, don't you think so?
To be honest, Alvin makes great grapes. You should try his grapes. They are really...
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward for it.
So, and don't worry, he's a great hunter.
Oh.
So I guess
he'll take care of the food and the water. I'm sure, right, Alvin?
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm amazed at your skills.
Well, we didn't.
You see, Fervus.
Yeah. That's all.
Even when she compliments you guys, she's always kind of cold, by the way. Like she never smiles.
Never smiles. And she's serious. You see, Fervus, I think we should keep her with us.
I just walk away.
He agrees. Apparently, he agrees. Don't mind him. He's a bit grumpy sometimes, but he's good.
I know that you and I answer. He looks very wise.
Oh, he plays chess also.
Sorry, guys. I love you, Gilles.
Right, Fervus? I call Fervus. Right, Fervus? You play chess?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I would love to play a match with you one of those days, Sir Fervus.
Sure. One of these days.
So yeah,
Honestly,
GM, there is really nothing I have to do before we depart.
Well, let's just go say bye to Molly and then go. So yeah, we just go outside, I guess. I mean, at least I do, leaving Alvin
Mm.
and the rest, and just say, hey Molly, we're gonna go on a trip. Take care, all right?
Hello, Molly. You don't want to come with us? You're sure?
Molly sort of looks at you and looks around, and she seems very withdrawn into herself, maybe more so than usual. And she nods, or sort of shakes her head slowly, but then very softly she says, "Good luck. I wish you success."
Thank
Okay.
you. Try to hold down the fort, and yeah, hope you can sort this one out. I know you've seen some things.
She says, "Thank you." So the exit to, well, I can put you guys on the map, but it does matter much. Let's see. But for the sake of things, let's go here. So the North Gate is probably is what you gather is the road, basically into the heart of Gralladar. That is where you were heading. But I'm going to let you guys think about that and exactly what you're going to do, and I need to give you some more information about perhaps what some of your choices are. But I must say then that this concludes chapter 1 of Expedition to Gralladar, Port Galwatch, and very well played, everybody. You guys did a great job. After this, I'm going to have to take some time to sort of rework things and create some next steps, and I want to sort of talk to everybody about some of the options and some of the ways to maybe tweak things just a little bit, hopefully to make things even more fun, and make plans for moving the adventure ahead.
Thank you, Richard. If I may say, even though we played only 2 to 3 hours per week and we skipped many sessions, so it took a long time, it was really, really enjoyable.
I'm glad.
I had a lot of fun, personally.
Yeah, I'm really glad. Yeah, this was definitely challenging, a learning experience for me, for sure. I've made a lot of notes for a lot of things I want to tweak a little bit, but I really want to keep going ahead and keep going with you guys if you're all still interested.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right. Well, we're going to have to end the session early tonight because I don't have anything prepared for outside of Port Galwatch. That is indeed the next chapter. But based on all the decisions that you made, I've gotten a lot of ideas about what the possibilities are, and the things that you have accomplished in Galwatch will definitely shape what is yet to come.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So I'm going to need some time. So I think we need to suspend the sessions for a while, unfortunately, because I'm not prepared for a proper adventure. But I'll probably reach out to you guys, after some time. I need a bit of a break too, to be honest, to sort of get my head back into this and to go back to some of my older notes, and it'll just take me some time. But I'll get in touch with you guys either as a group on the line channel, or else one off, just sort of talk to you about your individual characters, perhaps, and some ideas for how we can integrate things into the next chapter.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you,
Okay.
Richard.
Yeah, thanks for everything, Richard.
Absolutely. No, really, it's really been awesome, and I look forward to continuing it once I can get my act together.
Yeah, it was nice to look forward to Mondays, which is usually we don't.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Zee. Good point.
If we
true.
ever continue, I would love to keep it on Monday just because, it makes Monday feel lighter. a little bit.
Good point.
Indeed.
I've enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
and it has been. I would like to thank you guys because you moved basically this session on Monday nights for me. It has been difficult to play on weekends. As you know why, because sometimes my kids gets hard to manage, and if I'm just playing and my wife is taking care of the kid, it's really unfair for my wife, you know. So really, thank you for these Monday nights, Monday nights. I'm really grateful. That's what I want to see. I want to say.
Thanks, Andrea. No, it's been awesome. Well, everyone have a great evening, and I honestly look forward to continuing. So I'll be reaching out to everybody.
All right.
Okay.
Take
Okay.
your time. Thank you.
All right. Thanks,
Night, everybody.
everyone.